Between 16 and 17, I got in a lot of trouble. Burglary, auto tampering, I was fighting a lot, and stealing, because I did some burglaries and I stole stuff. And then I stole cars too. And so I got 31 years in prison. I got 4 sevens and a 3 running concurrent. So I actually only had 7, but my sentence was actually 31. They just ran it together. He was being a bully at a party, and he was beating up young kids that was there. That's really why. He threw a kid down and stomped on his crotch, is what happened. And my friends came to me and said, can he go stop him from doing this? This guy was older than me, a couple of years older. I went up to confront him, and he knocked me down. And when I got up, I was in a rage, and all that anger from 2 years in prison and the way I was, raised and stuff. Plus, I was super drunk. I just started on him, and I didn't stop. And my friends pulled me off, or he would have died. Man, almost. I'm actually having a hard time not crying right now because it was really cool. I'm just grateful to Jesus because He changed me. If it wasn't for Him, there's no way. I tried so hard to quit drinking. I tried to quit mainly drinking, but I just couldn't. And I got on my face and I gave up and I said, Jesus, please, if you're real, help me. He did it. I was blown away when I got it in the mail. I couldn't believe it when I got it in the mail. I literally cried and screamed when I got it. It was amazing. It was a manila envelope. And I was like, what is this? And then it said I was pardoned. I didn't know I wanted to be pardoned so bad until I opened that letter. That was really cool. In different groups. Then we have a meal downstairs afterward. Yeah. It made me feel like I paid for what I did. Like I was actually, after all the years, 20 years or 20 some years, all the damage I did that I deserved to be punished for, it almost felt like that's the moment when it was fully paid for. Like I fully made it right finally. As if I never did it before. That's kind of what it is too. That's how it really feels to me. Almost like I never did it, which I wish I could go back and never do anything, you know what I mean?
I still believe in law and order. I believe criminals need to be treated as such, and they've got accountability they have to do to the general public. So I think that's important to me. I think it's important to me that we set a standard that people know, what happens when you commit a crime. There's going to be consequences. And once you've learned to accept that, and once you realize, yeah, I made a mistake, and a lot of things, have you owned up to that crime? It depends a lot too on references. Who's out there, actually saying, hey, I believe this guy deserves another chance. Maybe that's a sheriff, maybe it's law enforcement, maybe it's a prosecutor, maybe it's a judge, different things like that, And, when you get people in the community that you live in and they start saying things about you, how you've changed and stuff, it does have an impact, and it does on me. And at the end of the day, I'm the one making decisions, so.